Stuart McMillan to open the debate. Mr McMillan, please.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. Presiding Officer, first of all, I'd like to thank every member who signed the motion to allow this debate to take place today. I'm delighted to be leading this debate as I am a member of the Parliament's Culture, Tourism Europe and External Affairs Committee, as well as convening both the tourism and the recreational boating and marine tourism cross-party groups. Members will have heard the phrase that tourism is everyone's business. It's not just a catchy soundbite, it's a fact. Now, whether it's the Solheim Cup taking place in Fife later this year, or the recent European Indoor Athletics Championships in Glasgow, or to the rugby tourism that happens every year with the Six Nations, and also the autumn tests, to the many, many local Highland Games across the nation, tourism plays a huge part in the success of these major events. There are also the 1,000,001 tourism opportunities across the nation that entice people to actually see them, including, in your own constituency, Presiding Officer, the Thirlestane Castle in Lauderdale, as well as the Tempest Brewing Company in Galashiels, and also in Emma Harper's region, the Heads of Ayr Farm down in Ayr. Certainly there's something there for children of all sizes and ages, and also in Gillian Martin's constituency, in Glen Geary, and hopefully I've pronounced that properly, which is Scotland's most easterly distillery. The reason why I mentioned Emma Harper and Gillian Martin's, because I knew also they were speaking on behalf of the SNP group. Then, of course, there is the wonderful Linlithgow constituency of the Cabinet Secretary for a visit to Linlithgow Palace or the Linlithgow Canal Centre. Yes, I know. Our country has tourism offers in abundance. It really has something for everyone. Now, I particularly like the comment from the Chair of Visit Scotland, Lord John Thurso, when he stated, "Scotland for me is a land of innovation based on our glorious traditions. Both sides of that are important. We should celebrate our heritage of kilts, shortbread and heather, along with our educational strengths and our inventiveness." Now, I couldn't agree more. Now, my motion highlights March as being Scottish Tourism Month, organised by the Scottish Tourism Alliance, and I warmly welcome this excellent initiative as it highlights many things. Firstly, the celebration of what tourism brings to the nation and also to local communities. And also, secondly, making more people in the nation and elsewhere appreciate what we actually have to offer. Now, Scotland may be a nation small in size, but we more than make up for that in stature when it comes to our many USPs and what we have actually given the world. Now, I want to thank the STA for their excellent efforts and work that they do all year round to promote Scotland as a tourism destination. I'd also like to highlight the recent Sail Scotland Marine Tourism Conference in the wonderful Beacon Arts Centre in my own Greenock and Inverclyde constituency. The conference returned to Inverclyde and the location was very much fitting. Marine tourism plays a growing role in the tourism economy, and the work of our cross-party group in helping deliver the first marine tourism strategy is something that I am immensely proud of. With only a small part of our country having a border, but the rest of the country being surrounded by water, then there really was a glaring opportunity to be worked on, and this is now bearing fruit. Now, the absolute shameless plug that I'm about to offer from one constituency could go on all night, but I'll highlight just two examples. Inverclyde is Scotland's marine tourism capital. Now, whether it's recreational boating, we've got the Kip Marina is the home of Scotland's boat show in October, or the growing number of cruise liners arriving, then we are delivering more every year. Now, when the new cruise ship visitor centre opens in Greenock, it will include some of the works of the late, iconic George Wiley, who lived in Gourock. The even bigger opportunity with cruise tourism would be for more ships to actually use Greenock as a departure point, therefore encouraging more hotels to actually open up within the Greenock and Inverclyde constituency. And this was actually touched upon in an article in yesterday's Greenock Telegraph, as there is an operator looking to invest in Inverclyde. The second example is this important year and the history and the legacy of one of Scotland's greatest sons, and that's James Watt. The Cabinet Secretary will be very much aware of my efforts to create a James Watt Festival in the bicentenary of the death of James Watt. Watt is a gift from Greenock to the world. The McLean Museum is to be renamed the Watt Institution, and that will be reopening this year after its refurbishment, part-funded by Historic Environment Scotland as well as Inverclyde Council. And today I was delighted to hear that the James Watt commemorative tartan has now been agreed by the Scottish Registers of Tartans. Presiding Officer, I quite unashamedly focused on some of the positive elements of tourism in our nation, but I want to touch upon three of the challenges as well. Now, some will no doubt raise the issue of the transient visitor levy, and it's important that this issue is debated sensibly. The Cabinet Secretary was clear last week when she indicated that it would not be introduced until 2021 at the earliest, as well as local authorities. They will have that choice as to whether to use it or not. Now, I understand that argument, excuse me, I understand the argument against it, with VAT being so high. Now, with that being the case, what would the financial impact actually be if VAT were reduced and the levy was brought in? Now, a strong and logical argument could well then be deployed that it actually should be a national levy and not a local power. This would then fly in the face of devolving further responsibilities to local authorities. A second challenge is that of the environment. Now, I've raised this issue with the Scottish Government before regarding some camper van drivers dumping their human waste at the roadside instead of the appropriate sites. A constituent who first raised this with me actually came back into my office and spoke to me about this issue again yesterday, raised further concerns that he has on this, as well as with the Caravan Club on the matter. Now, he has been a caravanner for over 50 years and is angry that some people, both from Scotland and elsewhere, think it's fine to actually go and dump their human waste illegally instead of paying a nominal fee to keep Scotland clean. And the third challenge is that of Brexit. When someone as respected as the travel writer and author Simon Calder states, the travel industry is in complete disarray. Flights from Edinburgh to Germany for £13 on the 1st of April, or a week's package in Malta for £180. Westminster is committing criminal damage against Scottish tourism. Politicians need to listen. Mr Calder stated this comment last week at the STA signature event. Now, in conclusion, Presiding Officer, I do want to conclude on a positive note, something that we can actually all agree on. Visit Scotland do an excellent job, and they help partner many, many organisations together. They've become such a widely respected international body, and they've shown great leadership in the tourism field. The Scottish Government's themed years have certainly been a boost for them, and I am particularly looking forward to next year, the 2020 year of coasts and waters. I want to say happy 50th birthday, everyone at Visit Scotland. Thank you for what you have done and also for what you will continue to do. And here's to the next 50 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.